Hey guys, did I tell you that September was a no video month? Maybe not. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Intellectual Sense. My name is Divjot. Now today I am bringing you top 10 Mukhallat attar for fall season. Now in the last few months I've been sent a lot of attars by different sellers from all over the world, and today I have decided to showcase you 10 best attars out of those lists. Now this was a very tough list for me to make because simply I had a lot of things to choose from. Now if you have followed my channel and you've seen my top 10, top 5 list, I follow certain rules. Now first rule is that I don't let one house dominate my list, so maximum I keep 2 entries. Second thing is that generally I like to keep, I'm very focused on the price point, so you will see attars which are very cheap and attars which are very expensive on the same list. Thirdly is the variety. If you want to buy all top 10, you can do that, and you will see a different variety. You will see a sandalwood, you will see a oud, you will see amber, black musk, smoky. So you will see all kind of variety in my list. And lastly is that if I have already talked about an attar in my past video, say for example top 5 Ajmal video or Anthony Marmin video or top 10 Mukhallat video, which is doing very well, I generally don't repeat the content. So all the attars on this list will be new. So at number 10, I've got House of Amafhh Perfume, and the name of the perfume is Mukhallat Arar. Now this particular attar is kind of a pistachio note in the opening, which was pretty unique. I enjoyed that, and it has got an amber and oudi base. And now the oud in it is very synthetic. It's kind of a chalky oud. It's an easy attar to wear, easy and enjoyable attar to wear for upcoming fall and winter season. Now it cost only 900 rupees a tola, and Arar in Arabic means winner. In my opinion, this is a winner for a budget conscious folk who don't want to spend a lot of money and want to enjoy a attar which they can just wear it and forget about it. This is a perfect in my opinion. So at number 10, Mukhallat Arar from House of Amafhh Perfume. So at number 9, I've got a House of Hasan Oud and their new line, which is a budget conscious line. Now the name of the attar is Spirit of Kanpur. Now if you know about Kanpur, Kanpur is a place in India where we do a lot of leather work, and this particular attar is inspired by leather note. Now this particular attar is a kind of a watered down version of Tuscan leather, and it has got slightly Arabic or Desi touch to it, where you have smelling bit of florals in the background, some white musk in the background also. A very easy to wear attar. Now because they put a lot of focus on wearability, the projection and the longevity has suffered because of that. It's lasting close to 7 hours. Generally leather fragrance can last even longer. They can go for 9-10 hours, but in this case it's close to 7 hours. The other bit which I enjoyed about this particular attar was the presentation. At 999 a tola, they have provided such a beautiful presentation in my opinion. This is one of the best budget presentation which I have seen, from bottle to the box where it comes in. It's excellent. That makes it an excellent attar to gift. In case you're looking to gift a person in the next few months an attar, I will highly recommend you to try this particular line. So at number 9, House of Hasan Oud, Spirit of Kanpur. So at number 8, I've got House of Yunus Perfume, and the name of the attar is Oud Yunus. So basically named after the founder of this particular house, Mr. Yunus. Now this particular attar is kind of an oriental version of Hasan Oud, Spirit of Kanpur. This is also a leather based attar, but here leather is not so apparent. I see more smoke in it, along with the sweetness also. A kind of a Desi version or oriental version of a leather fragrance. It's very enjoyable if you are into oriental perfume, and this lasts close to 7 hours, and it costs around 1500 rupees a tola. So the price point is excellent also. So it's a perfect fragrance to try for upcoming weather. I totally recommend it. Oud Yunus from House of Yunus Perfume. So at number 7, I've got House of Ebrahim Oud, and the fragrance is Mukhallat Ajani. Now this particular attar is inspired by black musk, and there is another attar from this particular house called Kiswatul Kaaba, which is very famous. I believe this is a better version of Kiswatul Kaaba. Now this is opening is shamama base, and as you know, shamama has got a lot of herbal notes to it, spices in it, and you smell that in the opening. In the dry down, you smell more black musk and bit of rose also it has got. Excellent option to wear. It is also very smooth. In Kiswatul Kaaba, I was not seeing the smoothness. There is a bit of roughness to it, but here it's much more smooth. Obviously the price point is higher. It's 4,000 rupees a tola, and I think they have a sale going on. In my opinion, buy it during the sale, because this is a perfect fragrance to wear in fall and winter. It's very masculine. This is not a unisex fragrance. I will not recommend to any woman or female who are watching this particular video. This is more masculine fragrance in my opinion. So at number 7, Ajani from House of Ebrahim Oud. So at number 6, I've got House of Amafhh Perfumery and their fragrance called Al Oud Al Ward. Now, as the name suggests, it has got oudi and it has got rose in it. Actually, the opening is more rosy and the base is more ambery, and it has got oudi and woody base to it throughout its journey. Very enjoyable attar. It's a mixed attar. That means some of the notes I felt were natural, some were synthetic about it, more natural than synthetic actually. And this lasts close to 9 hours. The first 7 hours are very heavy projection, extremely heavy projection, and the last 2 were more skin scent. I totally enjoyed it. It cost 6 ml for about 2600 rupees, so it's quite an expensive attar, but if you love rose note, I will highly recommend you to try this. So at number 6, Al Oud Al Ward by House of Amafhh Perfumery. So at number 5, I've got House of Amafhh Perfumery again, and the name of the perfume is Amberwood. Now, to make it simple, this is a kind of oriental version of Tom Ford Oud Wood, the vintage formulation. Now, I absolutely love Tom Ford Oud Wood. I wore it on my marriage. So it has got a very emotional connect with me, and when I smelled this, I was totally blown over by it. Now there are few changes to it, like Tom Ford Oud Wood has got cardamom note in the opening, which it does not have, and this is having a more pronounced amber note in the base, which Tom Ford Oud Wood does not have. Other than that, the woody note, the woody notes in it is absolutely like Tom Ford Oud Wood. Now this lasts close to 10 plus hours with mild projection. It's not a heavy projecting attar. Very sophisticated attar like Tom Ford Oud Wood is. And actually I told the owner of it that I felt this is very similar to Oud Wood. So if any of you were looking for Tom Ford Oud Wood attar version, try Amberwood from House of Amafhh Perfumery at number 5. So at number 4, I've got House of Naaz Perfume and their Mukhallat attar called Ishq Mushk. Now this particular attar is having a very natural Hindi oud in it with tobacco, and it has got some saffron in it. I was like, more I wore it, more I enjoyed it, and it lasts pretty long also, 9 plus hours, and with heavy projection. So the only thing, like the analogy which I will probably like to give to you is bit like a pan, but pan without a gulkhand. So basically no rose in it. It's kind of a dry Mukhallat attar in my opinion. It's very unique in that aspect. I totally enjoyed it. The only thing I would like to say about it is that it's very expensive. 3 ml for 2500 rupees. That's around 10,000 rupees a tola. If it was cheaper, I would have put this even in top 2 or maybe at number 1. That's how much I enjoyed this particular attar. So at number 4, Ishq Mushk by House of Naaz Perfume. So at number 3, I've got House of Kemi Blending Magic. This is a subsidiary of House of Xerjoff, and the name of the attar is Elixir. Now this is created by Chris Morris, who does a lot of perfumes from House of Xerjoff. Now this particular attar is kind of a balsamic, resinous, natural Cambodian oud. This is the most natural ingredients of this whole list. Absolutely enjoyed this. This lasts close to 6 to 7 hours with mild projection, but like I said, it's very masculine, and the Cambodian oud in this was to be smelled. You have to smell this to understand what I'm talking about. But it's very expensive also. It's 240 euros for 15 ml. However, in grey market, I've seen that this was going for around 9,000 rupees for 15 ml. And if you want to like decant it, 3 ml will probably not cost you more than 1500 rupees, which is perfect price for this particular attar. And the presentation is amazing. So I totally enjoyed this particular attar, probably the best attar from House of Kemi till now which I've smelled. So at number 3, Elixir by Kemi Blending Magic. So at number 2, I've got House of Ebrahim Oud again, and the name of the attar is Rose Oud. Now if there is an attar which I will recommend to a royal person, then Rose Oud will be the one. It's absolutely breathtaking attar in my opinion. It reminds me of a very famous perfume by Roja Dove, which is Amber Oud. Now again, it's not a kind of a clone of it, it's in the same genre. Now it has got a Turkish rose in it, which is, like I've said several times, it's one of my favorite roses. And it has got oud in it, it has got amber in it. Absolutely a wonderful blend in my opinion. And Mr. Ebrahim to me is one of the best blenders of attars in India. India has got a lot of good distillers, but it's not very good blenders in my opinion. There are only like 3-4 people I can recommend who do very good blending of attars, and Mr. Ebrahim is one of them. And this cost close to 10,000 rupees a tola, which is a very high price, but they do generally sale of it like 50% off. At that time, get this particular attar in my opinion. Lasts close to 8 hours with heavy projection. So from that aspect, there is no issues with it. So if you get a chance, try this particular attar, Rose Oud from House of Ebrahim Oud. So at number 1, I've got House of Abou Jamil Perfumery, and the name of the attar is Andalus. Now this particular house is a new house which I believe has got very good potential. It kind of reminds me of Anthony Marmin. He is also a Frenchman who uses very exotic ingredients and creates a beautiful blend. Now this particular attar starts off with kind of a orangey tinge to it and some floral aspect which were there in the background, and then it transitions into ambery woody base. Very good transition in my opinion, and it smells very natural. It doesn't smell very synthetic, and totally enjoy this particular blend, and this lasts a long time. I'm talking about 10+ hours with heavy projection. I don't know how he was able to achieve that, and it has got a very promising house in my opinion, and I think this house is coming to India very soon, so you will be able to experience this particular attar also. So at number 1, House of Abou Jamil Perfumery. The name of the attar is Andalus, and this cost around 17 euro for 3 ml. So I hope you get to try it, and I hope you enjoyed this particular video also. And I will put down the link of where you can buy all these attars, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye. Cheers.